When was the last time you did something that made you feel alive? I think fitness is all about finding that thing that lights you up. That's how you're going to be the best version of yourself. Fitness doesn't have a finish line. It's a journey that never ends. The process of finding out who you really are. What are you going to remember more? A time when you pushed yourself to your absolute limits, or when you held back and you were a little bit more conservative? There's always several pieces of the puzzle. Sometimes it's your brain, your mental strength that's holding you back. Sometimes it's your physical strength that's holding you back. And now I know that it's not my mental strength. It's literally just, I got to get my body in line with what my brain wants to do. I watched countless hours on YouTube trying to just understand what the sport of HYROX is. If I didn't do all that prior research, I would have been lost. It was definitely a very unconventional buildup. I did rim to rim to rim in the Grand Canyon, 12-hour ultra marathon, the Vegas half marathon, I did the Boulder marathon. All these things that wouldn't fit into the typical HYROX build, but because I just want to follow my curiosities, I just want to do what's fun, that's how my preps end up looking. It really truly makes me feel the most alive, the most like a human being, to go and do something really physically challenging, and HYROX was just a great method of that. I did want to know by the end of it that I gave all that I had, and at the 35-minute mark, when I was throwing up into a trash can, that's when I realized, okay, I'm giving it all I have. Yeah, I think mission accomplished. I pushed myself to my absolute limits. I don't think I could have ran a minute faster. I tried to run faster. Could I have given any more? And now I know that I couldn't have, because my body just wasn't having it. Wasn't gonna allow me to go any further than I had already did. And whenever I start questioning this approach to fitness, whenever I start questioning if I'm on the right path, if I'm doing the right things, if I'm making progress in life, I take a step back and I just remind myself that the whole point of life is to just experience life. Sometimes I like to think of it as being on a boat in the middle of the ocean with nothing but a sail. You just have to ride the currents as they come, ride the ebbs and flows of the ocean. If you fight the current, you're just gonna waste energy, you're gonna be stuck in the same exact spot. And I think that's how life can be sometimes, is there's so much that's out of our control, so many things that happen to us that are totally out of our control, but we have to just focus on the things that are in our control, worry about the things that we have power over, and fitness is one of those things. Sometimes injuries might pop up, you might get sick, you might have some life event that prevents you from training. But at the end of the day, you make the choice to go outside and run. You make the choice to go in the gym every day, to get out of bed early. All these things that nobody wants to do. It's not the glamorous things, but doing it day in, day out. That's what fitness is all about. I think the races are such a small part of the journey. It's really the training day to day to day when nobody's watching, nobody's seeing what you're doing. That's what fitness is all about, and I think that's where the growth really happens. One of my favorite parts about fitness is that it forces you to be present. It forces you to live in the moment. When you're uncomfortable, when you're in the pain cave, you're never more present than that. when you can feel every step you're taking, when you can feel every muscle fiber in your body just ripping or straining, or the lactic acid pulsing through your muscles, you're never more present in that moment. One of my biggest goals in life is to just be here in this present moment right now. And fitness does such an amazing job of pulling you into the present moment. Running, lifting, fitness as a whole is just a way for me to explore who I am as a person, and it truly makes me feel like I'm getting the most out of life. Nothing makes me feel more alive than that.